The royal family has just dropped a stunning announcement that's shaking the world with an unexpected twist. The news about Camilla caught everyone off guard. It's nothing like what people predicted. Let's dive into this major development and what it could mean for the monarchy's future. At Kensington Palace, what looked like a typical charity event under a gentle summer breeze quickly turned extraordinary. Reporters and guests expected the usual scenes: Princess Charlotte's bright smile, Prince George's friendly wave, and the beautiful photos ready to flood the headlines. But then Prince William stepped forward, not with a routine speech, but with a determined intensity in his eyes. Beside him, Princess Catherine stood quietly, offering subtle support to Charlotte. Prince George, calm and composed, showed a maturity beyond his years. In a moment that stunned both the nation and the world, Prince William announced a new chapter for the royal family, one that honors the past while boldly shaping the future. He spoke of Queen Elizabeth II's vision, legacy, and hopes for the monarchy. Emotions ran deep, visible in the tears in his eyes, but it was what he said next that truly shocked everyone. His family would take on a bigger role in leading the monarchy, with Princess Charlotte stepping into official duties as a crown representative. The crowd gasped. Reporters scrambled to capture the moment, and even palace officials appeared surprised. Though still young, Princess Charlotte carried herself with a quiet confidence that inspired many. Standing firmly behind her were her parents, not just current leaders, but a family ready to pass the torch when the time comes. Notably absent was any statement from King Charles III or Queen Camilla. Their silence spoke volumes, signaling a significant shift in the royal family's power dynamics. Behind closed doors, whispers have been growing for months, perhaps years, about the older generation slowly losing their hold on the monarchy's future. Gradual shifts in royal protocol and changes in public appearances began to reveal a new reality. The monarchy was no longer defined solely by the timeless reverence for Queen Elizabeth II's grace, but was increasingly shaped by fresh voices steering its future. Though King Charles had recently taken the throne, there was a noticeable weight of age and tradition surrounding him from the very moment he was crowned. In stark contrast, William and Catherine were rising in influence, gaining widespread support not just through their elegance, but thanks to strong public approval. Polls consistently ranked them among the most trusted and admired members of the royal family. Their every public engagement attracted enthusiastic crowds and commanded global attention. With each appearance, William and Catherine proved they were ready to lead, injecting new energy into the monarchy. While fully dedicated to their royal responsibilities, they began moving away from outdated customs. Yet behind palace doors, quiet murmurs were stirring. Royal advisors' hints, vague enough to be denied but detailed enough to intrigue, started to circulate. Reports suggested William was quietly negotiating with senior Commonwealth officials, while Catherine had begun taking on informal advisory roles traditionally reserved for more senior royals. There were even whispers that Princess Charlotte, at an incredibly young age, had already attended media training sessions well before Prince George reached the same point. Though some dismissed these reports, palace insiders kept a close eye, especially Camilla, who remained determined to protect her position within the family. There were also rumors about Queen Elizabeth II's final letters, privately addressed to King Charles, William, and Catherine. While the letters' contents remain undisclosed, one thing is clear. After the Queen's passing, William and Catherine have acted with far more decisiveness, confidence, and strategy than Charles and Camilla. On one notable occasion, William drew criticism for skipping an important meeting hosted by King Charles, choosing instead to visit a children's cancer treatment center in Manchester. Remarkably, William's visit attracted more media coverage than the King's London event that same day, seen by many as a subtle yet pointed statement. Though not an outright challenge, this added to the growing tension around the line of succession. While Prince George remains first in line after William, Princess Charlotte's rising influence is quietly reshaping the royal landscape. Her increasing presence at public events has earned widespread praise for her leadership potential. Much like her aunt, Princess Diana, some speculate about a possible shift in succession dynamics that could elevate Charlotte's influence beyond expectations. However, these remain rumors and media speculation, with no official confirmation from the royal family. Through a series of bold actions, it was Prince William, not King Charles, who delivered a major announcement that sent a powerful message to the public. The future of the monarchy was here. While King Charles remained the official head of state, he was steadily fading into the background. As William and Catherine confidently stepped forward, the king's absence from a significant event sparked concerns about his health and ability to fulfill his duties. In the weeks leading up to this turning point, palace insiders revealed that King Charles had become increasingly withdrawn, canceling public appearances due to reported exhaustion. Behind closed doors, a quiet crisis was unfolding within the royal family. Known for his meticulous nature and strict schedule, Charles began showing signs of struggle as his official responsibilities diminished. At first, royal advisors downplayed these worries, suggesting the king simply needed rest after a demanding initial year. Meanwhile, wherever William and Catherine appeared, they were greeted with enthusiastic applause and widespread admiration. A sharp contrast to Charles, who often seemed distant and reserved, particularly when accompanied by Camilla, who remained a divisive figure within the palace. Tensions mounted as Charles clashed with senior advisors over how to handle William's rising public profile. Rumors circulated that Charles planned to reassert his authority through a major Commonwealth tour or attendance at a high-profile international conference, plans that ultimately never came to fruition. Political and practical obstacles stood in the way. Soon whispers emerged within the palace suggesting Charles was contemplating abdication, not an immediate resignation, but a gradual transfer of power to William as part of a broader monarchy restructuring. Some sources say this transition began in the final months of Queen Elizabeth's life, when she encouraged Charles to prepare for a smooth handover to William in the years ahead. However, Camilla was strongly opposed to any shift in power that didn't center around her and Charles. Having endured countless scandals and struggles before ascending the throne, Camilla had waited her entire life to become queen, and she wasn't willing to cede influence to William and Catherine. Their growing prominence was seen as a direct challenge to the established royal order, and Camilla was unwilling to back down. Still, despite her resistance, the changes underway proved unstoppable. Charles appeared powerless against the sweeping tide transforming the monarchy. Gradually retreating from public view, he left a leadership void that William filled with confidence and clear direction. What was once a royal family known for unity now revealed deep divisions. High-profile occasions like the Queen's concert, where William, Catherine, and their children took center stage, underscored that the shift in power had firmly taken place. In a historic moment bathed in soft afternoon light at Kensington Palace Gardens, the crowd expected a routine speech from Prince William, flanked by the poised presence of Catherine and their children, marking a new era for the monarchy. What happened next was truly unforgettable. With calm confidence, William took the podium, offering no empty platitudes or rehearsed gestures. Instead, he began by paying tribute to his grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, highlighting her lasting legacy, unwavering dedication to duty, and dignified silence. The message was clear. A profound shift in the royal family's power was underway. It was a historic moment. Prince William didn't just surprise the audience, he inspired them with a heartfelt homage to the late Queen. What do you think about his speech and this change in royal leadership? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for the latest updates. In a stunning address, William laid out a new vision for the monarchy's future. Speaking to millions of reporters and royal experts, he declared, "Our voices will spark a new beginning, not by abandoning tradition, but by evolving it. The crown is not a relic. It's a living promise of service, and that promise belongs to the future. This powerful statement marked a decisive turning point. Then William turned to his daughter, Princess Charlotte, who despite her youth carried herself with remarkable grace. In a surprising move, he gently stepped forward with her. William announced that Charlotte would soon begin taking on official royal duties. She would accompany her mother at events, learn the true meaning of service, and play an active role in shaping a fresh vision for their family and the country. The announcement stunned the audience. The public reacted quickly and with amazement, not only because it was historic, but also because it carried a clear strategic message. Princess Charlotte wasn't being positioned as a mere figurehead. She was being prepared to take on significant responsibilities, potentially equal to her brother George's. Photos from the event rapidly went viral, showing Charlotte standing proudly beside her father, her modest smile melting hearts across social media. But this moment was about more than just Charlotte. It reflected William's broader vision to elevate his daughter's public role. He wasn't simply acknowledging her potential, he was challenging the long-standing tradition of male dominance in royal power. Whereas past generations might have kept Charlotte behind the scenes, William boldly put her front and center. Beside him, Catherine radiated grace and calm, gently resting a hand on George's shoulder, a subtle signal that this family was united and moving forward. As the public cheered and media praised this modern royal vision, behind palace walls, a storm was quietly brewing. While the world celebrated Princess Charlotte, one woman inside the royal circle saw only threat: Camilla. According to palace insiders, Camilla reportedly erupted in fury the moment Charlotte's name was announced. She saw William's declaration as a direct attack on her legacy and King Charles's position. "She's just a child. This is madness," Camilla allegedly exclaimed upon hearing the news. What's more, she viewed Charlotte's rising influence as a challenge to her own authority within the family. For decades, Camilla had fought hard to reshape her public image, from a widely scorned figure to the king's wife. She had endured relentless media scrutiny, widespread hostility, and the lingering shadows of past scandals. As Princess Charlotte's prominence grew, Camilla felt her own influence slipping, a reality she found increasingly difficult to accept. Though no longer directly involved, Princess Diana's legacy still cast a long shadow over every royal decision. Camilla believed her place in history was secure, until one powerful speech by William and Catherine changed everything. In response, Camilla quickly convened an emergency meeting with senior palace advisors. Some sources say she confronted King Charles, demanding he issue a statement to restore order and reaffirm the royal hierarchy. But Charles reportedly refused, weary and resigned, saying, "Let it play out. It's already begun." Isolated and frustrated, Camilla's position weakened. Her relationship with Catherine, the steadfast guardian of royal tradition, had soured. Disliking public displays, Camilla viewed William's announcements as reckless and disrespectful to his father. Yet for the first time in years, Camilla and Catherine found common cause, not through friendship, but through mutual opposition. Together, they sought to rally senior palace officials, arguing that William's bold moves risked destabilizing the monarchy's carefully crafted public image. But the tide had already turned. Staff once loyal to Charles and Camilla began shifting their allegiance to William and Catherine. Foreign ambassadors, especially those connected to Charlotte's lineage, started reaching out to Kensington Palace rather than Clarence House. Major media outlets shifted tone, portraying William's family as the modern face of the monarchy. Meanwhile, Camilla's frustration deepened. A palace insider recalled her pacing palace corridors late at night, pounding on doors and making demands that went unanswered, while Catherine remained calm and withdrew to her country retreat. The truth was undeniable. The public had chosen a new royal family: William, Catherine, Charlotte, and George. While media attention highlighted Princess Charlotte's rise and William's bold declaration, few noticed the quiet strategic power play unfolding behind the scenes. Catherine, Princess of Wales, earned praise for her natural grace, serene smile, and poised public presence. What few realized was how carefully she had studied the palace's internal divisions over the years. She had mastered the subtle rhythms of royal life and was playing a long game with unmatched skill. Now, her strategy was coming to fruition. Catherine was more than a wife or mother. She was the true architect shaping the monarchy's future. While Camilla struggled to regain public favor, Catherine won genuine admiration. This wasn't a manufactured image, but one built on sincere moments. Every visit to a children's hospital, every shared laugh with an anxious child, every warm interaction with her own kids radiated authenticity. It was this authenticity that made all the difference. Catherine became William's strongest ally, expertly navigating the storm that followed his announcement. As Camilla's efforts to push back grew relentless, Catherine chose silence. When confronted by the Queen Consort, she simply did not respond. Her calm composure spoke volumes, but behind closed doors, she was far from passive. Every night, she met with William to analyze public reactions, review media coverage, and strategize their next moves. Advisors loyal to Charles began shifting their support toward William and Catherine. It's rumored that Catherine had quietly commissioned public opinion surveys months earlier to measure support for Charlotte's growing role. The results showed overwhelming approval for the monarchy's new direction. This wasn't about personal ambition. It was a carefully planned strategy to secure a lasting legacy. Catherine understood that the monarchy couldn't survive by clinging to the past. It needed to evolve to stay relevant. In Princess Charlotte, she saw more than just a daughter. She saw the future of the crown embodied, Diana's compassion and leadership, Elizabeth's wisdom, and Catherine's quiet strength. Charlotte's power wasn't inherited. It was earned through perseverance and demonstrated capability. Catherine's ambition wasn't about fame or control. It was about ensuring stability and continuity for a monarchy her children would proudly shape, not just inherit. Once mocked for her middle-class background, Catherine had far surpassed the role of a ceremonial queen content to stay in the background. She had become the true guardian of the monarchy's future, driving profound change within the palace. As the dust settled, the most surprising royal revelation in recent history became clear. The future of the monarchy was no longer speculation. Prince William, Princess Catherine, Princess Charlotte, and Prince George stepped forward proudly, showing the world what lies ahead. Charlotte, poised and graceful, dominated headlines and captured hearts. Her natural elegance and striking resemblance to both Princess Diana and Queen Elizabeth were undeniable. Her new official duties marked a profound shift, from a child to a vital pillar in the crown's next chapter. While Charlotte commanded the spotlight, George remained quiet but watchful, displaying the calm composure of a future king. Despite his youth, his demeanor during the announcement hinted at his growing leadership qualities. This isn't just about royal roles, it's about a family committed to leading the monarchy with authenticity and humility, not ego. Behind it all, William and Catherine stand firm as the quiet architects of a new royal era. Their presence isn't just a symbol of power, it sends a clear message. The future of the monarchy is no longer defined solely by the throne or ancient lineage. One undeniable truth remains. The crown not only endures, it's being reborn, shaped by those who will carry it forward. And that's the story, folks. The royal family just shook the world with a shocking announcement about Camilla. What does this mean for the monarchy's future? Will Camilla's influence still affect royal affairs? Or is a new era truly beginning? We want to hear your thoughts. Share them in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest updates from the royal world. Stay tuned. This story is just getting started.